There is a place on this wonderful planet called the Colorado Plateau. It is a place where people have lived for a long time, a very long time, and is important, as important to the human experience as the Rift Valley, Mesopotamia, and Appalachia. I am often amazed that so many people do not know that this place, the Colorado Plateau, is a place that has been a crucible of American culture and civilization at the same time Europe was beginning its Bronze Age. Polynesians were settling islands of the Pacific, and the Egyptians were expanding their influence in Africa. What I find so significant and important is that native peoples of the plateau have stayed here in the same place for a very long time. The native peoples are committed to being with family, to being with community in their villages, committed to ceremony. By the mid-1800s, the lands of the plateau's tribal nations began to be reduced as settlers moved in and claimed vast territories of the U.S. West. Meanwhile, the original peoples remained, but relegated to reservations that were fractions of the size of their original homelands. There is a growing movement as native-led organizations confront and take on some of the world's most complex problems. On the Colorado Plateau, water is precious and becoming more so every day. Much of its water has been dammed for hydroelectric power, recreation, and also diverted to distant dry lands for agriculture and thirsty city dwellers. How native peoples of the plateau managed to survive and at times flourish for thousands of years is no mystery. A special knowledge derived from blending observation, impressions, intuition, and belief transferred from generation to generation created a knowledge system unlike any other on Earth. And the entirety of this knowledge has been maintained without a written script.
Ashuan at na temple tosha de onyam laktopa tepikoi on toyenap to na onakya lena tosho hapelkia tosho tehiena lis kanan kapkoin on imme lis kanon akyam teatsina kona ko asake yam uakana tihan aksuna awan kyatena lukya sam hinik Lil kawe elanai toina kwao. Tom so naan aatsan ho naan chawe. Yam lukki shiwin pena yuhe tuna. Akos te chip ko osisan ikwenona. Eletokna yuhe tunawa.
Sacred places, often the earliest source of much of the world's medicines, are places of identity and solace for millions of people. Across the plateau, there's a network of sacred places, agricultural lands, and historically important trails being damaged and made inaccessible by resource extraction, unchecked urbanization, and invasive recreation. Our lands are part of us, and as they are desecrated, our traditions and beliefs are undermined. Essentially, sacred places is code for environmental protection. The COVID-19 situation has highlighted that it's a really good idea to start thinking about growing our own food, to start thinking about how safe our water supplies are, and get back to true food security through sustainable agricultural practices. To learn more about the Colorado Plateau and the work of the Colorado Plateau Foundation, go to www.coloradoplateaufoundation.org.